So what does luxury actually smell like? Today we're going to break down 10 of the most expensive fragrances in my collection and rank them 1 to 10 to the undisputed heavyweight number 1. They're not safe blind buys. These are power moves in a bottle. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Miles, and this is Aromas by Miles. Welcome back. Everyone ready? Let's count them down. But before we do, please hit the like and subscribe button. It's fun, it's easy, it's free. It also helps a great charity. So slap the hell out of that button for me, and we'll jump into it. Let's get going. All right, the first one on this gold list here is Reflection Man. I'm sure most of you know this, Reflection Man by Aromas. I paid $265 for this one. It's a fantastic scent. It's kind of built around rosemary, some jasmine, little neroli, sandalwood and cedar in the base. It's what you'd call an absolute classic. It's number 10 on my list, is just as far as price goes, but longevity is 10 hours. It's got a great, elegant projection. I'd compare it to maybe on a lesser scale, Allure Homme Sport, is that right? Yeah. And maybe Prada Homme, excuse me, also. It's a creamy floral. It's got that Omani heritage, that Middle Eastern heritage, which is incredible. It's got a high oil concentration. That gives it that polished, what do you call it, depth, I guess is the best way to say it. It's a super fantastic fragrance. I think that this one is going to stay in my rotation for just about forever. So that's Aromas Reflection Man. All right, let's see. The next one on the list needs no introduction too. This is Marc-Antoine Barra's Ganymede. And I paid a couple of bucks more for this one than I did Reflection Man. It's about $265, $266 and change. It's a fantastic scent. It's got a little bit of mineral saffron, some suede leather, a little immortelle. Oh, geez, I forgot. I haven't smelled this one in a while. It's fantastic. It's got a little bit of immortelle and some of that violet leaf, and it kind of hangs around in the dry down in the base with a little bit of, I guess what I'd call metallic wood, if you could even imagine what that is. Longevity and projection, it's a little airy, but it's persistent. You can get 8 to 10 hours out of this with kind of a refined scent trail, I think. I'd compare it to the old Dior Homme 2020 or Bulgari's Tiger, maybe. It's that mineral suede contrast that gives it kind of a futuristic, metallic saffron kind of accord. It creates a signature DNA that feels really, really modern and really kind of technically daring. It pops on my skin on the opening, and it really comes forward. And that's what I like about it. It's a colder weather scent, I think, and certainly maybe formal evenings, if you guys do that sort of thing out there. I know we don't do that very much anymore, but it's definitely a jacket and tie kind of a scent. I think for me it's number 9, I think, on my list, but I only wear it when it's special occasions, because like I say, it's pretty damned expensive and that bottle's pretty tiny. So anyway, that's Ganymede, number 9. All right, number 8 on my list is an all-time favorite of mine. I really love this one. This is Baby Cat by YSL. This one comes in, for me on my list, at about $280. It's a black pepper, vanilla. It's got a little bit of bourbon in it. It's a fantastic scent. Another one of those scents that everybody primarily thinks it's going to be a cold weather scent, but it's got some suede, a little bit of incense, I think, and some resin in it. This is a lighter scent profile for me, and I think that it's one that you can wear when it's actually a little bit warmer outside. It's not a hot weather scent. But it's a little more versatile than some of the others. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Longevity and projection, it's dense and kind of warm. I think you're going to get, it says 10 hours. I don't think you're going to get 10 hours out of it. But the fact that you can you can wear it in a more versatile arena. You know, it's pretty cool. It's something that you know you're going to get more of your money's worth with some of the others that are strictly cold weather scents or strictly hot weather scents, something like that. Compared to Tobacco Vanille a little bit, and maybe the Guerlain Spiritus Double Vanille. It's definitely a sweet scent. So if you love sweet scents and something that's elegant, it's going to project pretty well, but not clear the room. You know, it's that smoky bourbon vanilla. It's, you know, wrapped in resinous suede. It kind of delivers that finish that's a little more polished than some of these others. The sweeter tobacco vanilla scents, or the sweeter vanilla scents. It's a niche level depth that, you know, you rarely find in these mainstream houses. It's a designer beast. I really, really like it. So that's Baby Cat. If you don't know anything about that one, get your nose on this one, because you're going to absolutely love it. It's worth saving your pennies to pick up if you can. You know, every time I pick up one of these scents on this list, I realize I want to say, hey, this is one of my favorite scents. Well, shit, yeah, they're all my favorite scents. I've spent, you know, a home mortgage on the scents in this list. So this one is the Spiritus Double Vanille by Guerlain, and this is, again, one of my favorite scents. I mean, it's on my most expensive list. This was about $308. I got this one at, I think, Saks in Houston, Texas. And Saks was actually much cheaper than some of the other places, which I was really surprised about. This is bergamot. It's got rum in it, which is, the boozy note is just fantastic, and it weaves in with that vanilla. Benzoin and a little bit of incense to kick it to the next level. I'll spray myself in the face. This is it's got that boozy note. So everybody says, oh, it's a warm, it's a cool weather scent and dead of winter and elegant evenings and all that. But I'm going to advocate that you could wear this in the spring, and it's not a hot weather scent. It's not a Texas summertime scent, but you're going to get, 9 hours out of it, maybe. In the hotter weather, you're going to get less than that, but you can still wear it in those cooler evenings. Again, it's an evening scent for sure. Cooler evenings where you're dressed up a little bit, you've got a jacket on, maybe a linen jacket or whatever, and you're going out with your honey or doing whatever. It's a lot like Nishane's Ani or MFK's Grand Soir for me on my skin. It doesn't. I get maybe 6 hours, and that aged vanilla accord, and that Guerlain does this amazing benzoin layering showcase kind of thing. It's just elegance in a bottle. It's well done. The ingredients are solid and incredible, and it's just worth the money. Again, one of my favorite scents. So check out Spiritus Double Vanille, a real banger. All right, the next one, I waited a long time to pick this one up. I don't know why, because I like the name, but this is Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford. Don't think I can say the real name, but anyway, this one, I picked it up about 8 months ago, finally. I guess I was saving my pennies. This one cost me $3.25, and it's a different scent. It's got lavender and some clary sage, kind of open up, and then it smooths down into leather, a little bit of almond and tonka. So you call it it'd be on the sweet side for me, but that clary sage and the leather kind of tone down the tonka bean that's bouncing around after the dry down, and you really do get that almond kind of note coming out in the dry down. It's pretty bold. It's a pretty bold fragrance. It really is. You're going to get 6 to 8 hours out of this. It's kind of strong opening projection, so you've got to think about where you're going to wear it, and if you're in a closed room with a whole lot of people at a cocktail party or one of those industry events or something like that, you better be careful, because you are going to push people away, I think. This would be more like Parfum de Marly's Pegasus, or maybe Initio's Side Effect. Not the same fragrances by any means, but they've got some similarities there with the note breakdown. It's almost that almond leather fusion. It's kind of a provocative kind of branding. It combines that luxury initial opening, and then it goes into that kind of unique, that creamy aromatic leather structure with that little bit of sweetness popped in the back of it. So that's Effing Fabulous by Tom Ford. Again, getting more expensive, but this is a great scent, and I think this is another one of those scents that you could push into the spring or early or late fall before it gets super, super cold. I think you could still wear it. So this is probably a 7 or 8 month fragrance in my book. Take a look at it. Okay, the next one, yeah, we've got another Guerlain, but they're not ranked in any particular order as far as my preferences or what I think the best fragrance is. It's solely based on price. So this one was $3.50, so it's next in line. And again, one of my favorite fragrances, of course, because it's on my list of most ass-kicking expensive things I've ever bought. Beautiful sprayers, beautiful presentation. It's just classic Guerlain, both this one and Tobacco Honey. But this one, it's got that tobacco leaf. It's a little bit more, the opening is a little bit stronger, and then it dries down a little bit into that honey and tonka, so it stays sweet. It's got a little bit of kind of a warm, spicy feel to it. The longevity and projection, the websites say you get 10 hours. You don't get 10 hours with this. I've worn this so many times. It's rich, it's enveloping, you get a great bubble with it, but it's got good sillage, but it's a 7 to 9 hour fragrance, I think is a fair comparison. It's, again, it's truly a classic fragrance. The ingredients are perfect, the blending is perfect. It's a little bit like Naxos, and if you want to go the tobacco route, you could say Royal Tobacco. Of course, it's not nearly as tobacco pungent, if that's a phrase, as Royal Tobacco by Amouage, but it's a fantastic scent. It's that naturalistic honey tobacco that gives you that realism with those ingredient blends, and it elevates it. It's definitely, I'm going to lose the top, definitely artisanal, and it is truly a work of art, and for $350 it damn well better be. So that's Honey Tobacco. I forgot which one I had up. Honey Tobacco by Guerlain, one that you definitely should take a look at if you're trying to increase your top shelf. All right, you guys knew this one was going to be on the list, and what I kind of just noticed is, and I hadn't thought about it before, there's a lot of tobacco fragrances on here, and this is Tobacco Vinny from Tom Ford, and this one's, I paid $3.50, $6.15 for this one at discounters if you want to know the pennies and everything else that go along with it. Again, a classic, iconic fragrance that would have to be on anybody's list. Any collector would have to have this one. If you're a tobacco freak, then you got to have this one in your collection. You got tobacco, you got a little bit of cacao and some of that dried fruit, and then it's got that hint of spice that goes all the way linearly through the fragrance. Again, perfect blending, perfect ingredients. This is a powerful fragrance. This really is probably a 10 to 12 hour fragrance. It's got a commanding projection, and it's the one everything else is compared to. Sure, Mancero's Red Tobacco or Parfums de Marly, but I think they're a level down from this, to be honest with you. This is what started that craze, that obsession with this note accord of tobacco and vanilla, and it's a beautiful fragrance. It's that dried fruit tobacco richness that kind of gives it that, I guess that's what gives it that massive performance. I'm not a chemist, or a perfumer for that matter, but it does justify its reputation. It really is a benchmark as a luxury vanilla tobacco fragrance, with leaning a little bit on the gourmand side with that coffee. So that's Tobacco Vinny, an iconic fragrance. All right, you guys also knew this one was going to have to be on the list. It's Baccarat Rouge 540 by MFK. This one set me back about $434.71. It's again an iconic fragrance that you're paying a certain amount for the hype and the pedigree of this thing, but it is an incredible fragrance, and it's been cloned so many times. That saffron and jasmine in the opening, and then it goes down into a little bit of ambergris and for me some cedarwood. I think it's one of those iconic fragrances again that created what you call it, the clone craze in a way. You know, there's some sugar in it, and the longevity, it's a pretty long-lasting fragrance. They say 12 hours, you're not going to get 12 hours out of it. It's got a big projection. It's a bigger projection than you'd think, and it hangs in there for a couple of hours. But the interesting thing about Baccarat Rouge is that projection isn't sharp. I mean, it's just big and beefy, and it stays there for a little while. It's not going to run people off, so it's one of those that you could wear at a social event where you're hanging around with a lot of people in close quarters. You could compare it to Hasivat, I think. Projection, not exactly the same. I mean, there's a lot of fragrances out there that mimic those notes with that crystalline saffron ambergris kind of structure. But you know, it's just made an impact in modern luxury perfumery. You can't argue that at all. Whether you think you're tired of it or it's overhyped, which of course it is, and I don't know how anybody could get tired of it because it's a perfectly beautiful fragrance. But that's Baccarat Rouge 540. Certainly everyone's heard of this one. All right, the reason I put this next one on here is because it's just to remind me what a dumbass I am sometimes. This is De Zero by Nishani. Now, this is a good fragrance, but I paid, with the exchange rate, I paid about $408 for this at the only boutique perfume shop in all of Central America, I think. This is a fantastic scent. I was out one night in Guatemala City and roaming around with a friend, and I stumbled on this shop I didn't even know existed. And I was so excited that I just ran around in circles and was looking for something to buy. And I wanted to add a Nishani to my collection. And anyway, maybe I'd had a couple of wines too much or whatever. But I ended up buying this thinking, okay, this is going to be good. And I knew it was going to be a little expensive. But when I ended up getting home or to the computer, I just looked it up. And you can get this one between 147 and 157 bucks. But I had to tell the truth on how much I paid for it. I paid $408 for this shit. I would call it shit. It's a good fragrance, but it's a good, you know, it's got some marine notes, a good summer fragrance and spring fragrance. You know, I don't even want to think about how much that spray cost me over what it should, you know, you could get it at discounters. But it's a heavy citrus fragrance. It opens up with some marine notes. But the marine notes aren't too clawing, aren't too bad, and then it dries down into some aromatic woods and a little bit of musk, which makes it a nice fragrance. This is a good time to talk about the fragrance because things are getting warmer out there, obviously everywhere. It's not going to last long. It's fresh. You're going to get 6 or 7 hours out of it maybe. It's a little airy in that it puffs out a little bit. Doesn't have much of a projection. It kind of stays close to the skin. What I compare it to? Maybe Millesime Imperial by Creed, or some of the Acqua di Parma Colonia fragrances, Essenza possibly. It's a brisk. It's kind of Mediterranean in that freshness. It's fused with those woods, and those woods are kind of refined. And then, like I say, it goes down into the musk, and it finishes up with musk. It's well crafted. All the Nishani fragrances are well crafted. But it ain't worth $408, I can tell you that. So that's Nishani's De Zero, I think is how you say it. Good fragrance for this time of the year. All right, the last one I have on my ridiculously expensive, embarrassingly, humiliatingly expensive list is Rojas Diaghilev. And honestly, this is one of my favorite fragrances. It's super limited on when you can really wear it and when I wear it. It cost me $571.99 at discounters. It's just one of the most elegant, high dollar smelling things I've ever smelled. And I know there's some more out there that I probably won't be able to afford, but this fragrance I've worn, you know, I only wear when man, I want to pick it up a notch. It's got bergamot, some peach in the opening. There's a little bit of oak moss in it, and then it goes down into some kind of background leather with some labdanum, and it's got a spicy kick to it at the end. It's it's a solid, heavy-duty longevity projection fragrance. You're going to get 10 hours out of this with a nice trail that follows you. Like I said again, I only have worn this, you know, when I'm really wanting to polish, do spit and polish, and this is an amazing fragrance for me. It's a Chypre, but it's in, you know, I don't have many of those in my collection, but maybe that's what makes it unique to me. But you know, it's Mitsuko maybe by Guerlain, or their own. The Hot Luxe is also by Roja, is kind of like this. It's a classic Chypre structure, but it's rebuilt with some more natural materials. And I mean, that's, you know, Roja's meticulous in the composition and how it changes the fragrance and makes it different than a lot of the others. It also drives the price up, of course, you know, the quality of the ingredients. But, you know, this one is again, one of the most elegant fragrances I could ever hope to have in my collection. It's probably the most expensive one I'm ever going to buy too, because once you get about over $500, it's a little bit absurd, we have to all admit. But anyway, so I'm guarding this one with my life, and that's my top 10 most expensive fragrances right now in the collection. So okay, there you have it, the most expensive fragrances in my collection. There's the top 10. There's some that are close to the bottom ones there in the 240s, 250s range, which is ridiculous in itself. I didn't do the calculator on these because I didn't want to make myself sick. But anyway, that's a look at my top end collection. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's just easy and it helps the nonprofit. This is all for the nonprofit. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Everybody be safe and happy out there, and I'll see you in the next one.